Hey friendly people, today I'm reacting to a video by another dating coach named Matthew Hussey and his thoughts on if women can make the first move.
Women who say, I'm old-fashioned, I don't make the first move, I always say, then you're not old-fashioned. Because 100 years ago, a woman would walk past a guy, drop her handkerchief and keep walking. The guy would see it, he'd say, this is an extraordinary opportunity to be a man.
Yes.
He'd pick
My
up
lady.
the handkerchief,
Rescue the girl.
walk it
yes.
over to her and say, madam, you dropped this. And she'd say, did I? And they'd now have a conversation. Now, he thought it was his idea.
Yes, and she was
But
clumsy.
she chose him.
Wow.
So I say to
Sneaky,
women,
sneaky.
listen, this isn't about reversing roles here and you suddenly doing the guy's job. It's about you doing what women have always done and dropping the handkerchief.
I absolutely agree with this. Maybe not about the handkerchief part specifically, because no woman's going to be dropping handkerchiefs, but the metaphorical handkerchief. Giving some kind of hint to a man that he can come up to them and talk to them and engage with them without ripping their head off. Because a lot of men, the reason why they just don't actually go up and talk to women is because they don't know if they have permission or they don't know how it'll be received, right? So many guys tell me, the reason why I don't go talk to a woman is because I don't want to bother her or creep her out because maybe she's doing something else or maybe she doesn't want to be talked to. Guys just want like one subtle signal or invitation that that woman is open to being talked to, and that alone will encourage so many guys to actually walk up and introduce themselves. And this wouldn't just be to help guys. I really think this would help a lot of women too, because they don't have to hope that a guy's going to look attractive to them the same way he does in their photos. They can actually see the person's face, their body language, their energy, and make a more effective decision in the moment. I think that one switch in social behavior could facilitate so many more romantic connections in person instead of everybody feeling like their only option is online when everybody also hates that. And for the women listening, I can understand that this seems really tough. In fact, most women tell me 2 reasons why they don't initiate with more men are 1, that they feel like it's so difficult to walk up and try to start a conversation, ironically, which is what every man has to do. And 2, that you're worried that you're going to come off too desperate or forward and scare off a lot of men. Let me put your mind at ease, because the method that I'm talking about avoids all of those problems. Similar to the handkerchief idea, you just need to throw out a very small modern day approach invitation and let the guy do the rest of the work. That could be making eye contact and smiling for a few seconds across the room, or standing close to him at a bar or cafe so you're just in his vicinity and maybe you glance over. Maybe you ask for a quick opinion on a piece of clothing or jewelry at a store, or just even ask him to take a quick photo of you and your friends when you're out somewhere. You don't need to throw yourself at him and feel like you're making a fool of yourself. A lot of guys are going to take that opportunity to walk over or continue conversation, and they'll think that it was their idea. No guy is going to be like, oh my god, this woman asked me for an opinion on something. What a weird, desperate freak. In fact, guys often tell me that they want nothing more than a woman to remove some of that ambiguity so they feel confident pursuing her romantically. So women, if you want more control over meeting quality men, throw out a little bit of bait and wait for a nibble. And guys, do you agree? If more women gave you a hint that they were open to being talked to, would you go up and introduce yourself? Let me know in the comments. Take care and love your fellow humans.